Preserved lemon, the pop of shrimp, and a hit of chili make this dish a party. It's quick, full of flavor, and when you add some linguine, you get to twirl your fork. So pull up a chair, dinner will be ready in a few minutes. I recently hosted a 40th birthday party for my friend Katie, and we may have had a few cocktails, and we may have had a few lemons left over. So what did I do? I preserved them. They are so pretty in jars, and they add incredible fresh flavor to foods, especially shrimp linguine. So let's start with preserving some lemons. I'm going to show you how. Start with, you guessed it, a nice big fat lemon. Cut into quarters, leaving the root end intact. Just separate it a little bit, ease it apart. And then add some sea salt or coarse salt, not fine salt, and just try to cover the cut sides of the lemon. And depending on how many lemons you have, you can use a bigger jar or smaller. I just have this little guy here, so it's going to be a feat to get this inside, so I might have to manipulate it a little bit. Just separate that. Break it apart, and then we're going to magically restructure the lemon inside the jar as if I'm making a ship in a jar. Push that in, add some flavoring agents like a cinnamon stick, maybe 2 for good measure, and a little sprinkle of cloves, and another lemon. Why not? Quarter it, salt it, and squash it is generally the recipe. Be bossy, get that lemon inside the jar. And it seems silly, but you want to let a lot of lemon juice come out, because the more that comes out, the less you'll have to put in after the fact. Yeah, you know what? We might have to take one out. I tried my best. Okay, in it goes. There we are. And you want lemon juice to just come right up the side. So the more you smush, the more juice will come out of the lemons. So use this guy and just squeeze the juice down the side. It's exploding everywhere. It's so fresh and summery here in my kitchen. All right, there you go. Now we have room. Look at that. Preserved lemons. In about 2 weeks' time, they'll be perfect. So just clean off the counter. Get on with the pasta. Start with a medium hot pan. Add a nice glug of olive oil. And into the pan goes a shallot. Okay, slice it in half with the root end closest to you. Make some rings, just mimicking the linguine that we're going to toss these with. Not sizzling at this point. Nice. I just think shallots are the perfect little onion, not too overpowering, perfect for a gentle shrimp pasta. A clove of garlic, squish off the skins, and slice it as finely as you can. Just go through it a couple of times. Those shallots are talking to me. It's getting hot in there. Okay, in goes the garlic. And don't let that go too far. Just high enough to flavor the olive oil. Soften them a little bit before we add the shrimp. Okay, some chili flakes for heat and color. And some shrimp. These are peeled and frozen, and they will cook up so quickly. Now, shrimp, when it cooks, will go from sort of a gray translucent color to pink and white and nice and plump, and it happens really quickly. Now, these have been preserving for about a month, and it is just the most incredible smell. It's almost floral. So I will chop up one of the wedges maybe about a tablespoon worth, which is perfect because that's about a quarter of this lemon. Oh, it smells incredible. And you're eating the rind. It's kind of hard to imagine, but it's really soft. It's almost like marmalade, minus all the sugar. Ah, it's incredible. And the shrimp are just about there. At this point, let's add some sea salt and freshly cracked pepper. Beautiful. I'd eat it just like this. To make a meal out of it, let's add some linguine. I just made this earlier and strained it. It doesn't matter if it's room temperature because it will heat up nicely in the pan. That actually makes this a make-ahead meal. So toss this all together. Let the linguine get coated in all of this yummy lemon, olive oil, garlicky shallot deliciousness. Yummy dinner. And a nice handful of arugula. The shrimp are ready. So at this stage, I'm going to take it off the heat. We don't want them to cook any longer. We just want to wilt the arugula and add maybe some flat leaf parsley. Any chance to get greens in. And pink and green are such great colors together. Toss those in. Beautiful. Grab a bowl, preferably one that will allow all these colors just to pop. Yum. If you spill a bit, just eat it off the counter. We don't mind. Some more shrimp. And I have these beautiful little sweet pea microgreens that are so nice to just dance across the top. I'm growing them in my backyard. Easy, just took a few days. Maybe some more sea salt, just for good measure. And some pepper. Beautiful. So thank you, Katie, for sharing cocktails with me and allowing me to have all those leftover lemons so I could preserve the moment every time I cook with them. Especially right now with this delicious shrimp lemony linguine. How about another bite? Did you know that lemons could be preserved and tossed with shrimp and pasta? Well, now you do. And it's delicious. Until next time, shrimp and lemon linguine.